Run it back, nation! What is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood, Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo gang, do your thing on the video. Last video got 700 likes. We gotta hit 1,000. We gotta hit 1,000. Hit the like button. Give me 1K. Subscribe to the channel. If you watch these videos, you're not subscribed to the channel, that's fraudulent behavior. And this is the No Fraud Zone. Turn your notification bell on. Join us on Playback TV, playback.tv/runitbackphilly. We stream every 76ers game. We do around the NBA episodes. We do podcast episodes. We do everything live on Playback TV. All of the live shows are going to be on Playback TV this year because Playback TV has partnered with the NBA, is being promoted by the NBA, and certain creators, maybe one that has the biggest 76ers room on Playback TV, will be promoted by the NBA. So it just makes sense for me to start grinding over there. So all the live shows are on Playback TV. If you're not there yet, get there. Now let's get into what we got to talk about, okay? I am starting to get to the point where I believe that James Harden is going to play for the Philadelphia 76ers this season. I am starting to get to the point where I believe that James Harden is going to play for the Philadelphia 76ers this season. And there's a couple of reasons for me to begin to believe that, okay? Let's first look at the news that dropped last night. The Clippers apparently are making a final offer. There's no traction is happening. Here is the Clippers' reported offer for James Harden so far, per Shams Charania. And you also got the Woj tweet that said, you know, the Clippers know what they have to give up. They're basically, I'll go to that tweet in a second. Clippers reported offer for James Harden so far. Expiring contracts, unprotected first-round pick, just one, and a first-round pick swap. Unprotected first-round pick, a pick swap, and salary filler. That's what they're offering for James Harden. That's what they're offering for James Harden. Now, look, I know some people are going to come in the comments and be like, you're the one who keeps, you're always out here saying James Harden's washed and nobody wants him. He's not worth anything. So why would they give up more than that? Well, I mean, this is just proving the point. But when James Harden is somewhere that he wants to be and is locked in and is happy in his situation and wants to actually try hard, yes, he is very, 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 very good at basketball. And if the Clippers believe that they are the only place James Harden wants to be, and if they believe that if they get him there, he will be happy and he will be locked in and he will play hard and he will make a final run at trying to win a championship in his NBA career, they should value him a little bit damn more than expiring contracts, unprotected first-round pick, and pick swaps. Daryl Morey has already made it very clear. He wants players that can help the Sixers be better right now. Or things that he can trade for a player that helps the Sixers be better right now. Daryl Morey has already made it clear he is not going to trade James Harden for expiring contracts, unprotected first-round picks, and a first-round pick swap. It's not going to happen. And somebody in the replies to this tweet said, that looks more like a trade for Tobias Harris than James Harden. And I agree. What are the Clippers doing? How are they this high on Terrence Mann? Terrence Mann, nice rotational player. He's 26 years old. He's not a future cornerstone. How is Terrence Mann the one holding up this trade? If I think Daryl would accept it if they would give us Norman Powell and Terrence Mann and throw another a first-round pick in there. The battle continues, but we're still this far apart. Nothing is getting any closer, which tells me they're not going to offer what Daryl wants. And Daryl's going to say, and shout out to my guy Jay the Bull, who was on the show with me last night on Playback TV. He said, we got to commend Daryl Morey for at least his resiliency and his stubbornness. You know, a lot of GMs would bend and would give in when a player requests a trade like this. Daryl Morey does not care. He doesn't care if James is mad. He doesn't care if James is refusing to play, whatever it is. He's like, I don't care. If I don't get what I want for you, I'm not trading you. And that's why I believe James Harden is going to play for the Philadelphia 76ers this season, because Daryl's not going to get what he wants from the Clippers. He's not going to trade James Harden, at least until the trade deadline. And if James just puts his big boy pants on, realizes that, and he almost lost millions of dollars by not coming to training camp. That's why he showed up. So I also believe that James is going to show up and play, because he's not an absolute moron like that Ben Simmons guy. He's not going to sit around and lose $20 million. He's going to show up and get his money. If James just puts his big boy pants on, puts his Sixers jersey on, shows up to the arena, plays hard in this Nick Nurse style of offense until the trade deadline, then guess what? You up your trade value. This is up to you. Then the Clippers say, wow, he still has a lot left in the tank. He's still James Harden. We're going to make a big-time offer at the trade deadline to get this dude on our team to try to make a championship run with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. That's the most realistic path forward right now. I just 100% honestly believe that. You tell me in the comments what you believe. Now, more importantly, and to be honest with you, just to get this video over 12 minutes, I'm going to talk about this, because the Ben Simmons stands have never gone away. They're still around, and they still contact me anytime they see something that they can use to lie to themselves. They're sending me this. They're sending me this on social media before the game last night, before the Nets played the Lakers, right? They were sending me this. And somebody sent it to me. I couldn't find the exact DM, and said, he's cooking. Okay? A Ben Simmons warm-up video. Oh, there he is. He's shooting threes. It's gonna be different this year. It's gonna be different. He's shooting threes. Everybody look. Are you guys... Man, I can't say the word I want to say. Are you guys okay? Are you okay up here? Are you all right? Do you need help? We saw this 6 years ago. I was at a Sixers game sitting just a couple rows behind him while he was doing this. You're going to hit me with a video 6 years later and expect me to think, oh, look, he's going to shoot? Let me shoot all these threes in warm-up. Let me shoot all these threes in warm-up so everybody can think I'm going to shoot the ball. Well, he scored 10 points in a preseason game last night. He did not shoot a three. He shot one jump shot that shanked off the side of the rim. And sadly, he played exactly how he's always played, or since defenders just started backing up, you know. Somebody called him a Swiss Army knife. He was a Swiss Army knife before everybody realized I can just back up. Just back up. He won't shoot it, so just back up. And he played exactly how he, always plays, which is bring the ball across half court, give it to someone else, and run and hide. He did have a take on LeBron and hit like that little weird right-handed floater, but we've seen that before. That shot's not consistent. It's sad, but Ben Simmons' game has not changed at all. He's not going to shoot a three. He's not going to unlock his full potential. It's like I said before, I've gotten to the point where I'm not here to roast him anymore. I literally think there's something wrong with his brain. But, sending me these warm-up videos. And then he played well last night. He scored 10 points in a preseason game. Stop it. He's the same. Let Nets fans believe. Let Nets fans believe that Ben Simmons, Mikal Bridges, and Cam Johnson are going to do something. It's a play-in team at most. They might not even make the playoffs. The only reason they were in the playoffs against the Sixers last year is because Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant were on the team for the first half of the season. That wasn't even a playoff thing. After the Durant trade and the Kyrie trade, that wasn't even a playoff team. That's why we swept them with our eyes closed. Come on, Nets fans. Seriously, stop it. Speaking of other teams that I'm not sold on, I was listening to the Hoop Collective this morning, Brian Windhorst and the gang, and they said something that I think Celtics fans should be a little bit worried about. Listen to this.
As said, don't pay any attention to nothing of this matters. And he even said before the game that he almost did a joke starting lineup just to throw people off. But
he's talking about the Celtics-Sixers preseason game. But listen to what they say about Drew Holiday.
We all know actions over words. His actions showed that he is prepping how he's going to play this season with the Celtics. They play 3 games in 4 days. He's not going to have his full complement of players for most of those games. So the way you started this game was relevant, and the way you started this game was what, Bontemps?
Well, I'm not sure that the Celtics are going to sit guys in all these games because Joe Mazzulla is a different kind of guy. But we'll see about that. But the interesting thing from today, as you alluded to, is that Drew Holiday came off the bench, and I think there's certainly a real possibility that when the season starts, Drew Holiday is going to be coming off the bench when we are in the Garden on October 25th against the Knicks.
There's a real possibility that Drew Holiday's coming off the bench to start the season? You're telling me you traded your interior defense and Malcolm Brogdon for Drew Holiday to come off the bench?
And look, obviously Drew got traded here a week ago. He started to practice on Wednesday. You could certainly say, well, these are reasons why Drew Holiday came off the bench today and didn't start. However, I do think if you extrapolate this out a little bit, there is a decent argument for why the Celtics will be doing this. For starters, they spent all summer telling Derek White he was going to be their point guard. He was going to be the point guard of the team. They traded Marcus Smart. It was made very clear. We're putting the ball in Derek White's hands. We're going to have.
You traded Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, and Robert Williams to give the ball to Derek White.
Have him do this job and be our guy. It would be, for as malleable as Derek White has been and happy to sit and fill whatever role he's needed to since he got here, I think it would be a bit of a difficult thing to say to him, all right, we just traded for Drew Holiday.
No, it wouldn't. Drew Holiday's better than you, Derek White. It wouldn't be a difficult thing. We traded for Drew Holiday. You're not the starting point guard anymore. Get over it. It's a business.
Now you're going to come off the bench. On the other hand, you got Al Horford, who is one of the most respected guys on the team, very long time vet. I think sort of falls in the Chris Paul camp to a bit of a degree when it comes to starting. And I'm not sure necessarily how that would go if he was told to come off the bench, as you said, Brian, at media day.
Al Horford's 49 years old. Tell him to come off the bench.
When he got asked about it, he sort of very quickly pivoted and didn't really answer the question.
But yeah, listen, if the Boston Celtics made all of these trades to start Derek White and to bring Drew Holiday off the bench, I am less sold on them than I already was less sold on them the other day. And Tyrese Maxey's out here just absolutely cooking because there's nobody in the paint, because Kristaps Porzingis can't guard the rim. Not sold on the Celtics. Don't care. I know I pissed off Celtics fans yesterday. I'm here to do it again. Give me your thoughts in the comments. I got nothing else, man. Y'all have a good day.